Hello, everyone. Smart and spiritual hipsters out there in spiritual land. Today, I'm going to talk about the Gayatri and give you a few hints. Uh, because it's quite you know, a practice that a lot of people do and a lot of non-Hindus do, and it's seen as quite a spiritual practice. Unfortunately, out there today, it's all getting really messed up, and most people don't know how to do it. And you go to YouTube to look how it's done, and if you're sort of a do-it-yourself spiritual person, and you get a video like this, like the Ganesh Gayatri, and the guy singing on it, and got some weird music going, and you feel like you're at an Indian restaurant, and you're thinking to yourself while you're listening to it and practicing, God, I could really do with a Rogan Josh now, or oh God, I think I'm going to have a butter chicken curry tonight, and I think I'll have some papadums too, when you listen to it, because it sounds like an Indian restaurant background theme, and it's not done properly at all. But to give a people a hint, now th this is I do a form of the Ganesh Gayatri every Saturday morning for my students, and if you're in the US, or if you're in Uruguay, or if you're in Denmark, you're quite welcome to drop us an email and say you want to join the class, and we'll get something set up for you if you want to learn how to do it properly. Because I'll actually teach you how to do it properly. And if you know how to do it properly, this thing works. Now, the um, Ganesh Gayatri, which I teach, is not one you'll find anywhere. It was one he put together and told me how to do it. And basically, it's what's called a kavach. It protects you, the one I teach. It protects you from mental and astral interference and negativity. Um, and that's what it's for. So it gives you some breathing space while you're developing your uh, spirituality. And basically, the first part about any Gayatri is you've got to understand why you're doing the Gayatri. So the one we're doing is for a kavach. It's spiritual armor to protect you from, obscene and nefarious forces that sort of whisper in your ear and make life terrible for you. It just blocks all that. So that's the first thing. Now, I don't want to say too much about it, because if I say, you get all these fake spiritual people out there whose spiritual knowledge will fit on the head of a pin, and they'll be saying like they know it and they found it out, and you know what I'm talking about. But just to give a little bit away, a little teaser, you know, uh, if you're going to do the Gayatri, there's a first couple of things. Uh, is You'll sometimes hear them singing it. No, Gayatri is not to be sing. It's to be canted in a certain rhythm, a meter, a tone. All the sounds have to be done correctly, and they have to be resonated a certain way. So you've got to know that. If you know that, that's a big step forward. Second thing is, you have to know where they are to be resonated. Okay? And I will just say here that um, all Gayatris start with the sound Om at the third eye between the eyebrows. Okay? And the sound is not Om, it's not Om, which is AUM, and it's not OM, it's ON, Om, with a little G in it. Om. And when you say it correctly, it will vibrate the third eye. And that's where you start. Then it will move through the body, creating a matrix. Now, the last sentence of every Gayatri, Tanno Danti Prachodayat, that returns the energy to the third eye. and it returns it through a very specific course of the body. So you will be taught, how to move it through. But the key is that it starts at the third eye and it returns to the third eye. There's also a color with each sound, which you will learn. Once you can do this, this Gayatri you'll chant will you'll take off like you're in a power speedboat, just skimming across the water at 100 miles an hour. It won't be this plodding along, singing in a Gayatri along with a guitar song, like nothing like that. Okay, that's it just makes me laugh when I see it. Okay, so you'll learn how to say it properly. You'll learn where it starts, where it moves, where's the colors. Second thing is, with every Gayatri, sometimes you'll hear people do Om Bur Bhuvwa Swa, and like they think it's so cool because they know 3 loka sounds. I know the loka sounds. I know that, but they have no idea what the lokas are. They have no idea what the functions of the lokas are. They have no idea how to access the lokas, and most of them don't even know that there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about 11 lokas available to the human consciousness. They have no idea of this. So, and they have no idea how to get through the loka gates. So, what's the point of chanting Om Bhuvwa Swa? If you're going to chant the lokas, at least chant 7 of them. The other 4 sounds are not listed anywhere. You have to actually have heard them to know what they are. But if you're going to do the loka sounds, at least do the main 7. Don't do half of them. That's like filling in half of a mathematics question on a test, isn't it? It's like 3 times 4 equals, and you write 1, and your teacher Mark gives you an X on it, and it's like, that's wrong, Johnny or Jenny, and you're like, no, it's not. It's half right. I should at least get 50%. And they say, and the teacher says, why? And you're, well, I wrote half the answer. It's 12, but I wrote 1, so it's like half the answer, right? No, it just doesn't work like that. So anyway, so as I said, key point here is, if you're going to do the Gayatri as a spiritual practice, that's something you find that of interest to you, and you would like to do it, and you'd like to learn to do it properly, then get in touch with me, and we'll get something organized for you. Second thing is, if you want to be a DIY spiritual master, you're quite welcome to go ahead and do that. Good luck. But the hint I'll give you is it starts at the third eye and it finishes at the third eye, which most Gayatri singers, and I'll say singers, and that's actually a jab at them, don't even know. And a lot of people who are very serious about the Gayatri don't even know that. Okay, so I hope that's been of help to you guys, and may, the full force of your consciousness awaken to you.